There's a silent routine that steals sleep from millions of men. It's not an alarm clock, it's a nagging, urgent whisper from your own body that pulls you from a warm bed night after night. You stand in the quiet darkness, you wait, you strain, and you're left with that frustrating feeling of being unfinished. This isn't just about a few trips to the bathroom, it's about your life being dictated by a gland the size of a walnut. It's about planning your days around exits and bathrooms, feeling a constant low-level anxiety. But what if the answer wasn't in a prescription bottle, but in your pantry? What if a simple, powerful nut held the secret to silencing that whisper and reclaiming your nights? Stay with me, because today we uncover the truth no one is telling you. Hello and welcome, I'm Dr. Beatrice Shaw and I'm a urologist. For over a decade, I've sat with thousands of men, just like you, in my clinic. I've seen the frustration in their eyes and heard the exhaustion in their voices. The official diagnosis is benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, but we all know it's more than that. It's a thief. It steals your sleep, your confidence, and your quality of life. Now, why does this happen? As we age, the prostate gland, which sits just below the bladder, has a tendency to grow. Picture it going from the size of a walnut to a lemon, or even an orange. As it expands, it squeezes the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of your body. This squeezing is what causes all those frustrating symptoms: the weak flow, the constant urge to go, the stopping and starting, and the feeling that you can never fully empty your bladder. What fuels this growth? The primary culprit is a hormone called dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. Your body naturally converts a small amount of testosterone into this much more potent hormone. While DHT is important earlier in life, as we get older, it can overstimulate the prostate cells, causing them to multiply and the gland to enlarge. Combine that with chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. Think of it as a kind of cellular rusting, and you have the perfect storm for BPH. Now, in my clinic, we have excellent medications and procedures to manage this. But my patients always ask me the same question: Doctor, is there anything I can do? Anything natural? For years, the mainstream answer was hesitant, but the scientific evidence has become too compelling to ignore. And it leads us straight to the nut aisle of your grocery store. While the title of this video singles out one powerful nut, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to share with you my Prostate Powerhouse Five, a team of nuts and seeds, each with unique, science-backed properties that can work together to support your prostate health. Let's start with the star player, the one I consider the king of prostate-friendly nuts: walnuts. If your prostate is the size of a walnut, it's fitting that walnuts themselves are the remedy. The power of walnuts lies in their exceptional content of omega-3 fatty acids. These are potent anti-inflammatory agents. Remember how we said inflammation is a key driver of BPH? Loading your diet with anti-inflammatory foods like walnuts is like sending in a firefighting crew to calm the fires of prostate irritation. On a microscopic level, these fats interfere with inflammatory pathways, reducing the production of compounds that make the prostate swollen and irritable. Furthermore, walnuts are packed with antioxidants that combat that cellular rust, the oxidative stress that contributes to prostate cell damage. Next up, a nut that is so potent you only need 1 or 2 a day: Brazil nuts. The magic ingredient here is selenium. Selenium is a trace mineral that is absolutely crucial for prostate health. It acts as a powerful antioxidant and is essential for hormone regulation. Research has long explored the role of selenium in prostate health, and while supplements can be tricky, getting it from a whole food source like Brazil nuts is ideal. But a word of caution: selenium is powerful. You can have too much of a good thing. Just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day is all you need to meet your daily requirement. Any more than that on a consistent basis can lead to selenium toxicity, so respect the power of this one. Our third powerhouse is a familiar favorite: almonds. Almonds bring 2 critical nutrients to the fight: vitamin E, and zinc. Vitamin E is another powerful antioxidant that works in harmony with selenium to protect your prostate cells from damage. Zinc is perhaps even more important. The prostate gland contains one of the highest concentrations of zinc in the entire body. Zinc is a critical cofactor for hundreds of enzymes, including those involved in normal prostate cell function and apoptosis, the natural, programmed cell death that helps clear out old and overgrown cells. As we age, zinc levels can decline, so ensuring a steady supply from foods like almonds is a smart, protective strategy to help maintain that healthy cellular balance. Fourth on our list, a southern classic with a secret weapon: pecans. Pecans contain a plant sterol called beta-sitosterol. This name might sound familiar if you've ever looked at the ingredients list on a prostate health supplement. Think of beta-sitosterol as a master regulator for your urine flow. It doesn't shrink the prostate overnight, but it works on a functional level. It's believed to improve the elasticity of the bladder neck and reduce inflammation right at the source, which allows the urethra to open more completely. This means a stronger stream, less effort, and that satisfying feeling of actually emptying your bladder. It's a direct intervention for the symptoms that frustrate you most. And finally, our fifth powerhouse. This one is technically a seed, but it's so effective it has to be on this list. I call it our honorary nut, pumpkin seeds. To truly grasp how powerful pumpkin seeds are, you need to understand this. The primary prescription drug for shrinking the prostate, finasteride, is a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor. It's a synthetic chemical designed to do exactly what the natural compounds in pumpkin seeds do organically. By blocking this enzyme, you're not just managing a symptom, you are directly interfering with the hormonal cascade that causes the prostate to grow in the first place. You are turning down the volume on the very signal telling your prostate to get bigger. So, this handful of nuts and seeds isn't just a random collection of snacks. It's a synergistic team. Walnuts fight inflammation, Brazil nuts deliver antioxidant selenium, almonds provide protective zinc and vitamin E to maintain cellular health, pecans bring symptom-relieving beta-sitosterol for better flow, and pumpkin seeds directly target the hormonal engine of BPH-DHT. Now comes the most important part. How do you actually use this information? It's simple. I recommend a small mixed handful, about 1 ounce of these raw, unsalted nuts and seeds each day. Why raw and unsalted? Because roasting can damage the delicate healthy fats, and the high levels of salt in most commercial nut mixes can contribute to high blood pressure and fluid retention, which doesn't help your urinary system. How can you incorporate this? Sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal or yogurt, toss them into a salad for a satisfying crunch, blend a few into a smoothie, or simply do what I do. Create a premix jar of your Prostate Powerhouse 5 and have a small handful as a mid-afternoon snack. Now, adding these powerful nuts is one side of the coin, the other is knowing what to reduce. Certain foods and drinks can act as bladder irritants, making your BPH symptoms feel even worse. The big culprits are often caffeine and alcohol. They are diuretics, meaning they make you produce more urine, and they can also directly irritate the bladder lining, increasing that sense of urgency. Highly acidic or spicy foods can have a similar effect for some men. I'm not saying you can never have a cup of coffee or a glass of wine again. But if you're getting up 4 times a night, try cutting out that evening drink or late afternoon coffee and see if it makes a difference. It's about giving your bladder a break and letting these nutritional strategies do their best work. But I need to be perfectly clear. This is not a magic cure, and it is not a substitute for medical advice from your doctor. Diet is a powerful tool in addition to, not instead of, proper medical care. Before you make any significant changes to your diet or if you are experiencing urinary symptoms, you must speak with your healthcare provider. Your symptoms could be a sign of BPH, but they could also indicate a urinary tract infection, bladder stones, or in some cases, prostate cancer. Ruling out more serious conditions is the absolute first step. Every person with a prostate should discuss screening with their doctor. A handful of nuts is a strategy for wellness, not a diagnostic tool. Reclaiming your health is about making a series of small, conscious choices every single day. It's choosing water over soda. It's choosing a walk around the block over another hour on the couch. And it's choosing a handful of powerful, life-giving nuts over a processed snack. This journey is not just about shrinking a gland, it's about expanding your life. It's about sleeping through the night and waking up refreshed. It's about taking that long drive to see your grandkids without a second thought. It's about reclaiming your dignity, your peace of mind, and your control. The power to make a change is in your hands. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I truly hope this information has empowered you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more science-backed health advice. And please share this video with a friend, a brother, a father, or a husband who might need to hear this message. You could change someone's life. Leave a comment below. Have you tried using food to manage your prostate health? What has worked for you? I read as many comments as I can. Here's to your health and to peaceful nights ahead.